Hey Tamar. Oh, so let me start again. Hey guys, hope you're good. Hope you're well. My name is Kofi Edgerman, Platinum 5000 leader, and this today is about just giving value. I want to have a chart analysis. I want to talk about FRX trading. I want to talk about how I analyze the charts, what I use, how I kind of flow, and how I am a consistent, profitable trader in the FRX market. So this is a session of giving back. All those that private message me, thank you. I just want to give back and I want to give value. I want to make sure that people understand. People know me for my psychology calls. If you've got value for my trading psychology calls, put a number 7 in the group chat. If you've got value for my trading psychology calls. Okay, I see the 7s rolling in, amazing. So anyone that's new, that hasn't been on my trading psychology calls, I advise you jump on them. I advise you jump on those sessions because trading psychology is what's going to make you money. It's not the strategy. Today, I'm going to break down the strategy and teach you stuff, but it's the mindset that will get you where you need to get to. All right. So if you're new, follow me on Instagram at Kofi_Texel. If someone can write it in the group chat, please, that'd be amazing. At Kofi_Texel. If you can also, if someone can write that, maybe Josh is always able to help in my times of need. At Kofi_Texel. Thank you, Harry. Harry's quick, love that. And also follow me on YouTube. This is where all my content goes, YouTube. Yeah, so YouTube is www.youtube.com/games05. If someone can type that in the group chat as well. Actually, Victoria's on the call. Victoria, you can do that for me, can't you? She's like, oh no, where do Thank you, Josh. Love that. youtube.com/games05. This is where all my content will go. This is where this recording is going to go. So guys, I wanted to talk to you about chart analysis. When you become a trader, put a number 5 in the group chat if you understand it's a language. Who thinks it's a language? The beautiful thing about this language is once you understand it, it will pay you for the rest of your life. Who's excited about that? Once you understand this language, it will pay you for the rest of your life. A lot of people get frustrated with trading simply because they don't understand what the market is saying. So what I want to do on this session, I want to take it back to basics, as well as kind of give you a glimpse of how I trade. All right. So if you're excited, put a number 9. Let's see what the 9's in the group chat. If you guys are excited for nuggets. All right, let's go. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to minimize myself. Let me bring you into my world. So guys, make sure you have a pen and paper and write these notes. This is what I want you to do. If you're doing HFX, welcome to all the Forex. Okay. I really do, believe everyone should learn this skill. I do HFX as well. All right. But Forex is my baby. Let's look at the charts. When it loads. Yeah, let's look at the chart. Let's clear this. Okay, write this down. Okay, this is what I want you guys to do. This is your homework. This is how you can understand the market. This is how I see the market. What I want you to do, you go to the 4-hour chart. So just to confirm, and as you can see on the corner here, these are all different time frames, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, etc. All right, so you want to go to the 4-hour time frame. So that simply means, and I teach guys, I call it KISS. I keep it simple, stupid. Like I keep it really simple. And I'm going to give you time at the end to ask any questions as well. Right, so this is your homework. You're going to go to a 4-hour chart. okay? And this is called PRZ. So if someone can just type things in the chat box for me, that would be amazing. Whether you be you, Josh, or Victoria, that would be amazing. Trying to train up my mentees. Thank you. Okay, Victoria, you can do it for today. And make sure you're making this for yourself. So PRZ, does anyone know what PRZ stands for? Let me know, guys. Does anyone know what PRZ stand for? Wow, you guys are, geez. Okay, price reversal zones. What you want to understand, some of you watched my content before, you want to begin to understand price reversal zones. You want to begin to see what the market does. It just goes up and down. That's what it really does. And then sideways. So let's look at another chart. I want a chart that's going to go up and this is a better version. So this is the Euro CAD, Euro against the Canadian dollar. Also, let me test you guys. Which one is the base pair and which is the quote? So which one is the base and which one is the quote out of EuroCAD? I want to see how much you guys have actually learned. Which is the base, which is the quote? Jeez, I got some traders up in here. Euro is the base, CAD is the quote. Amazing. That means Euro, which way is it going? Which way is the Euro going? Whenever you see the base, which way is it going? Which direction? Ooh, so some of you guys don't know. Okay, does anyone know? If you don't know, just say, I don't know. Yes, thank you, Lucy. Right, thank you. So the base is always buying and the quote is always selling, okay? So the Euro is buying and the quote is selling, all right? The CAD is selling, all right? So let's look at, you go to 4-hour chart, you're gonna find some zones. So how I start off, I look for areas of wicks. Okay, so what I would suggest everyone do is look at the highest point on your chart, draw a horizontal line. Then you go from the body to the wick. Body to the wick. Write that in the group chat, please. Body to the wick. You can do the lowest part as well. And this is just a good way for you to analyze the chart. So I'm looking at the lowest point, which is here. Okay, and I'm going to the body. Now, you could choose any body that's close to it. Any type of body. I'm choosing this one. All right. Okay. So we should be able to see we've got two zones there. Now people ask me, okay, how can you just tell which way the trade's going? I've just done this so often. That practice makes progress. Who understands that? Practice makes, what does practice make, guys? Okay, it makes progress. No one's ever going to be perfect, but it makes progress. So what am I doing? I'm looking at the highest point and I'm marking up zones. PRZ, and this is on a 4-hour chart. Okay, as you can see, I went to the rectangle box, typed in 1,500, 1,500 or 15,000, and it blocks out the whole thing. Right. So what you're going to do then, you're going to look for other areas where you see that price is going up and down. So for example, I'm looking for multiple wick areas. So I can see this one here. I can see that one there. I can see that one there. And I'm going to go from the body to the wicks. So now you guys, you can see another zone. Who can see that zone now? Put 2 if you can see that zone. Amazing, right. So this, to some of you might be like, oh, this is boring. No. Unless you can understand zones, unless you can understand break of structure, you won't understand how to trade if you're doing the price trap strategy. You need to get this on lock so you can understand what the market does. So now what I'm going to do, and this is what I did when I first started. I had no one helping me. No one helped me, nothing. You guys have got so many great educators. I had nobody. I did it all by myself and lost a lot of money. Then I found Christopher Derrick. Okay. So look what I'm doing. I'm looking at areas where the market came, bounced off, and went in the opposite direction. That's why we call it a PRZ, price reversal zone. Okay, let's have a look. Let's start from here. You can see the market came down to this level, bounced off, bounced again, and it reversed. Came up to here. What did it do? It bounced off, came down, up, bounced, bounce. Here, then reversed. So let's put one here. It came down, up, reversed, bounced. Here's another one. Bounced. Here, bounced, came down, boom, reversed, reversed, came down, boom. Okay, so imagine at the beginning, it was just a plain chart. It was just a plain chart. But ever since you've now looked at the PRZ zones, you can now see, okay, the market kind of repeats itself. Look at this zone here. This is a strong zone. 1, 2, 2 touches. And if we go further back, I promise you it's touched somewhere else. Let's have a look. I promise you somewhere along the line, it's tapped. Look, there we go. There. This. You see, what you start to realize, the market just repeats itself. It repeats. In the group chat, write the word, it repeats. Okay. There's so many taps. Okay. Guys, can you see the market just repeating itself? Let me see in the group chat. What are you guys saying? Look how many taps this middle zone. 1, 2, 3, even here. 4, 5. That's why so many people, I don't trade like this, but some traders, they won't even have a stop loss because they know it's coming back. So for example, and this is crazy, those that trade like that, but if it works for you, it works for you. I'm not here to knock anyone's strategy. Look at this, right? Imagine, I'm laughing because it's funny to me, but this is peak, but it works. Imagine you get in here Harry's like been making that stop loss mistake again. Right. Imagine you get in here and you're going for a sell. Right. This is your entry. and you're going for a sell. You want it to hit, that's your target profit. Some people, and if you trade like that, it's all good. We can't do it. Some people will get in here and then it reverses and they have no stop loss because they know it's going to come back. So let's talk about it. From what you can see on this chart, did it hit TP? And the TP's here. Did this trade hit TP? Let me see the responses in the group chat. Josh is like, eventually, yes. Grant was like, yes, eventually. Eventually got there. Yes, after a while. All right. So there's one thing to bear in mind. I'm not advocating to trade this way, but if you do, if you have an account that can hold drawdown, if you are able to draw down from here, geez, if you can hold an account of drawdown of up to 357 pips, eventually it got there. All right. So that R to R is this. This is how crazy the R to R is. Short position. Yeah. Okay. Can I ask you guys, is that a good R to R? So for those that don't know what this is, we call it risk to reward. So you're willing to risk this red amount to get the green amount. Now, this is it's not even, it's like a 3-to-1. All right. Not even 3-to-1, it's like 3 to. This is the thing, right? Some traders trade this way and it works for them. They're able to have drawdown and view drawdown and make money. I can't live that lifestyle. Me personally, I can't live that lifestyle. Okay. So the way I trade, I want to have a good R to R. Victoria, that's too much anxiety. I want to have this amount of stop loss to gain this amount of pips. Does that make sense? So as you can see, the PRZ zones, it really does help you understand what the market's doing. Okay. It really does help because you understand it's just going to come back to the same place again and again and again, again and again. Look at this. Look at this. It comes and again. It just bounces. This is what I did at the beginning. This is what I did when I was first learning how to trade. I just kept drawing zones, and there's plenty more zones. Look, there's so many zones I can see. Can you guys see that zone now? And the more you practice, the easier it is to see zones. So now how I trade, I can see zones without having to draw zones out. Put a number 5 in the chat box if you've got to that level yet where you can see zones without having to look, without having to draw them out. Yes, Stacey. Yes, Josh. Now, guys, again, practice makes progress. This is what I did, and I encourage every single person that wants to understand the charts. Begin to draw. Christopher Derrick would always say this, draw on your charts. Draw, 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 draw. Are you in the charts or are you spending tactics? Are you drawing charts or are you too busy gossiping? Because this language will pay you. In the group chat, please write the words, this language will pay. Understanding the language of the market will pay. It's a language though. You got to spend time learning it. Those of you that are doing HFX, you might be like, what is all this stuff? But take time. Yes, do your HFX. Love that, make money in minutes, but learn this art form as well. Learn this art form. Okay. So now, let's talk about identifying trends. You see, you need to utilize all these things to help you get to the next level. What trend is that, guys? And so this is the thing. What I did, I followed Christopher Derrick, and he doesn't teach like this anymore. But I was looking for best entries. I would be looking for best entries. So look at the entry. So I would identify a trend with a trend line, and then I will get the circle and highlight best entries. Now look at those entries if you got in where these pink circles are. You would have no drawdown. You would have no drawdown. So this is what you'd be casting as sniper entry. You would have no drawdown. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. So then what I would do, I would draw a zone. I'll be like, cool, this would be the best entry. Boom. And you start to notice the best entries are by zones. So once you understand zones, you're like, geez, this is how I get sniper entries. Who's now seeing who's now starting to see potentially where the best entries could be? Now this is like, let me go deep back, guys. There's so many times you can draw out trend lines. Look at this. We're looking for best. Guys, who thinks I should become an educator? I'm saying it for real because I think I want to start. I want to be an IM educator. Seriously, because I have to break things down. My background is in teaching, so I hope you guys get value. Look, so look at that trend line. Perfect entry here. Perfect entry here. So let's draw out. Again, practice makes progress. This didn't come to me overnight, guys. I spent time on the charts. I know Stacey spends time on the charts. Look at these entries, guys. Pew, pew. Sniper entries. Let's look. You realize there's probably a zone next to it. Are you guys seeing some patterns? Can you see that every time I'm getting pew pew entries, there's a zone? Look at that. This one here, if I highlight. All my people doing HFX, this is for you as well, you know? Because once you can understand zones, you can understand support and resistance, you can understand when to have your best entries for the HFX. Like, can you see, guys? Boom. Let's break it down. Sniper entries. It would have broke, retested, came again, boom. Look at the entry. Look at that, guys. I get gassed. This gets me like excited. Look at the entry, guys. Look at the entry, no draw if you got in here. Wick entry. Wick end here, this one. Confirmation, look, trend line, boom. Broke a zone, retested it. Pullback, boom, sniper. Remember, the market just repeats itself. Look at this one. This higgity haggada. You see, once you understand, once it closes outside the zone, you're good to get in. I've got particular entries that I utilize. But look, trend line, confirmation, close outside the zone. Let's go. You see, let me scrap this. What you want to do is spend time, again, let's recap. You want to go in a 4-hour chart. You want to look for PRZ zones. You want to start drawing out wick to body and have fun. Play on the charts. Have a go. Make your mistakes. This is how you do it. You practice, 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 practice. Okay, this is what I did. So then, from the 4-hour chart, I went to one of my favorite tools. One of my favorite tools. Guys, put number 4 if you know what this is. What's it called, please? What is this product called? What is this product called? Harmonic Scanner, thank you. So for those people that are new, this is the Harmonic Scanner. This is how I know the potential direction of where the trade's gonna go. So I utilize this product every single day. Now with the Harmonic Scanner, you can just not even analyze and make money from this. You can not even analyze this and make money. It's like a 7 out of 10. So you can literally just come to the Harmonic Scanner, look for the D, sell. If the D's at the top, you are going to sell. We want it to go to TP3. Okay. You can take any profit anywhere, right? So the D, if it's at the top, you're looking to sell it. So what I then did, following Christopher Derrick, is I started to draw on the charts. So I was practicing on the 4-hour. Then I went to the 1-hour. That's how I trade. I mark up my charts on the 1-hour, trade off the 15-minute. Oh, wow. Just says, oh, Esmin, sorry. Ralph gave us some homework on marking up trends that we had to send him. That's it. Once you understand this, you're going to get paid. So let's have a look. So I'm now going to draw on this scanner. Same thing. Laura says, is this different to the PRZ you just mentioned? So the Harmonic Scanner is an algorithm. So this is an algorithm that predicts the direction. Okay, it's a reversal scanner. So it looks for reversals in the market by this particular pattern. Okay. And so the PRZ zone, what that does, it shows me how to draw zones by practicing. Does that make sense? I practice on the 4-hour, right? And then I can execute on the scanner. Do the same thing. As you can see, I've drawn it there. It's a bit faint, so let me change the color to black. But this really does help you. Like, I think everyone's rushing. Some of you guys are rushing to make money. Do you know money in Forex goes from the impatient to the patient? Write that down, someone. Money in Forex goes from the impatient to the patient. Like, ain't been funny. You've been working for 30 years of your life, but you don't want to spend a year doing this, and this will pay you more. Okay, this will pay you more. Right. Let's have a look. Right, so you can see this is one of my zones, right? And then I'm gonna draw another zone. And obviously I can see these zones easily simply because of the PRZ zones. The more you practice, the more you can see zones easily. Now let's see what happened. This is how you take the trade, okay? With the strategy we utilize called price trap. You can see what happened. So price broke the structure. Let me see if I can zoom in. All right. What did price do? Price broke structure, closed outside the zone, and it retested structure. Then it dropped for a sell. Okay. That's what you're looking for with price trap. So we've got two zones, a top zone and bottom zone. Top zone is called resistance. Bottom zone is called support. It broke the support. That means it broke where it was situated upon. Broke, it is outside. So this is a clear break. It's broken structure. It's now retested. Retest simply means to go back. The retest happened. It retested, but guess what it did? It closed outside the zone. This is on a 1 hour. So when something closes outside the zone in the same direction, it's a great indication it's going to drop for a sell. Who understands that? So trading price trap, you mark up your zones, it breaks the zone. Okay. You want it to break the zone, then retest the zone, go back. Let me, I want it to go back to the zone. And you want it to come down. Okay. Who's starting to get value from this? Who's getting value from this? Who's learning something? Okay. Right. So we've understood the harmonic scanner. We've waited. It's broken the zone. We tested the zone, and then we get in for sales. Okay. This is how you make money in trading with the price trap strategy. Now, there's so many other strategies. There's harmonics, pitchfork. There's smart money. There's steady. There's so many different variations of trading. All variations work, but again, it's how you work it. Are you patient enough? Have you got your psychology right? Is your R to R good? So for example, let's have a look at another currency pair. This is Higidi Hagada. Which candle exactly do you see the retest? Retest means to go back, Grant. So, yeah, the retest means to go back. So this one here, let me zoom in. That's the retest. Retest. It's gone back to the zone. Now, guys, the reason you might be thinking, why does the candlesticks always go back to the zone? Because the banks have orders they need to collect. So this is the impulsive move. It came down, but the banks have left orders. So they need to go back to the orders, say thank you very much, collect the orders, and then go in their intended direction. That's why there's retests in the market, because the banks need to go and collect their orders. So Grant, can you see it broke? This is the retest. It's retested the zone. This is the candle closure outside the zone. Boom, take the trade. Now I'm talking about it in its most simplistic terms. But then you get more technical. Look at this beauty, guys. Another winner. This one's Higidi Hagada. With our strategy. Oh, look at this baby. Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is why I love the scanner. AUDJPY. Look at that. We want trending trades. We want trades. I've been trading outside the zone if the wick touches the zone. Yeah, so if the wick touches the zone, if it closes outside the zone, then retests and then closes back underneath the zone, it's a good, safe entry. So look at this, guys. We want trending trades. This is an uptrend. There's so many areas to get in. Because you now understand PRZ zones, there's plenty of zones here. Look, I'm just going to draw them quickly. There's plenty of zones. You can see the zones I've made. There's plenty. You see it's like a staircase. Up, price reversal zone. Came down, nearly looked off it, broke through. Price reversal zone. Came through, broke through, nearly retested. Went straight up. Price reversal zone. Came up, retested, off. Can you guys now see why it's so imperative to learn how to draw zones out of PRZs? Because once you begin to apply it, you can see them everywhere. And so your perfect entries would be here. Now, I have adapted what I've learned and incorporated my own version of things to really get sniper entries and get good R to Rs. Okay, this is the basics. Once you've learned the basics, you can then adapt it and incorporate your own philosophy, your own, because when you're trading, you have to understand, you have to see the market how you see the market. So that would be perfect entry, bam. This would be another perfect entry. Here. Bam, bam, no drawdown. Bam, no drawdown. Perfect entries in the market. And what you'll probably notice is that there's probably a trend line attached to it. Look, can these dots connect? Yes, they can. Look at that trend line. So you can begin to see that you can use zones as well as trend lines. Have as much confluence as possible. Now, confluence simply means a whole bag of confirmation. Okay, who can see that trend line now? All right. Broke, hit the trend line, boom. Hit the trend line, boom. Hit the trend line, go. So not only have you used zones, you use the trend line to identify the direction of the market. Now, so for example, this is AUDJPY. I then transfer this type of thing to the charts on TradingView. So go to AUDJPY. AUDJPY. Oh dear, I've not got it. I've not got it. AUDJPY. Okay, look at this. Now for me, I would have had multiple entries of the way I personally trade now. So what I've done, as I said, I've incorporated smart money concepts, DeLorean, price trap. Didn't even see this trade. I marked up. This is crazy, guys. I marked up this chart. I forgot to set alerts. Look how much is banged. Look at that. That's crazy. I marked up this chart, guys. Didn't even set alerts. CP1, 2, and 3 are nice. STR also, right? What does STR mean? Is that a particular term? break it down, Jack. I'll probably just can't think. So look at this trade, guys. I marked up for the team, and it's gone from entry at 70 something pips. Now, how I would have got in, support and resistance. Yeah, oh, you said STR, it's SRTs. Support resistance trend line. Yeah, there's SRTs. All right, so let's have a look. TP1, 2, and 3. Oh, nice. Yeah. All right, so let me show you how I would have got in. So I utilized the Lorian. Yeah, it's a bit much in it. Like I can't have it on my charts, but only when I'm checking for my entries, I see how it's going, right? Normally, my charts are just quite plain. I will just have this EMA. All right, that's what I just have on my charts. Let's have a look on how I would get those banging entries. All right. So one thing about trading, so we've learned PRZs, so we've learned about PRZs. We've learned about the Harmonic Scanner, which helps us identify the direction. Now, I always say, look at the candlestick Bible. Understand candlestick patterns, because they can help you make money. So for example, this would be a banging trade for me. Some of you are like, how do you get those, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 7? Because I would have entered here. Can anyone see, this is not a perfect example, but can anyone see what type of patterns here? Again, it's not the perfect example, but you can still see. What pattern is that, guys? Hey, Josh, bad man. Yes, Morning Star. Anyone else? Did anyone else get that? It's a Morning Star. It's a Morning Star. So you have to understand my trading journey. I've learned products, I've learned techniques, I've learned trend lines, but I've also learned candlestick patterns. So I can see I have a great idea this trade is going to start to go in my direction. Let's talk about what it did. That's it. Edit these zones. Right. It closed outside the zone. All right. Now, I personally, I wait for 15-minute candle closure. And Paris says 1 hour. I ain't got time for that. I do 15-minute. So once it closes outside the zone, close, it retests. If I see it come near my 50 EMA, I know I'm getting in. But the change between me before and how I'm a consistently profitable trader is that my risk to reward is good. I'm willing to lose. Where is my long position? I'm willing to lose 9 pips. Who now understands why you see my trades the way they are? Some of you are doing like 40 pips. I'm willing to lose 9 pips to gain 67 at its highest peak. Who's understanding? Some of you are scared to have small stop losses. But this is what makes your trade successful. This is what makes you become a consistently profitable trader. Your R to R has to be good. Now, guys, I did not worry. Sometimes it literally wicks me out. It literally just, okay, I'm trading, get the direction right. It comes and wicks me out and it goes in my direction. It's happened several times, okay? But when your R to R is good, risk to reward is good, you can become comfortable. Let's look at the DeLorean, see what it's saying. Let's see whether the Patrick Kenny push. Look at that. So my entry would have been the close of this candle here. And this is why I also studied, because I learned the PK push. And this is also good for HFX, guys. This is powerful. When it retests back to the yellow line, you guys will be killing it right now. So not only are you making money on the FRX, so what you'll do, you wait for the candle closure. Is this candlestick bigger than this one? Yes. Okay, yes. I'm getting in. My stop loss is just underneath the pattern. There we go. So I can get in here. That's my entry. But also it's come to the yellow line. That's the PK push. That means I can go Voldy's too. I don't know what Voldy's is. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning. I don't know all the things that maybe I need to learn more. But the PK push that I learned from Patrick Kenny is that I can then quickly go over to my HFX account and push call on a 15-minute. I'm going to ask you guys, did I clear that? If I took a call on a 15-minute HFX, did I clear it? Let me see. Let me tell you why. Because on the HFX, as long as it ends above your entry, so my entry would have been 83800. If it ends up 83805, I've cleared it. But look how far I cleared it. Boom. By 9 pips. And guess what? Every time it retests back to the yellow line, I can get in again. So imagine you're making money in the Forex and you're also making money on HFX. 2 streams of income. Now, guys, let me know. Have you got value from today's session? Have you got value from today's session? Who has got value? And if you've got value, let me know what you've learned. Just tell me, drop one thing in the chat box if you've got value. If you've got value, guys, I really want you to blow up all the chat boxes and say, look, that session was really, really good. In the FTA group, in the Team Excel group, in all your group chats. If you really got value, just honor me by just blowing it up. In MA Finance group, say, look, Kofi's trading call was value. Why? Because I'm doing this for people. I want people to get value. My heart is to serve. And the most important thing for me is that if I can help 100 people, 200 people, 500 people make money, learn this skill set, then that's what I want to do. So please share it with people. Let people know that this session was amazing in the group chats so I can do more. Because I only want to do it if people want it. Yeah, Harry says, what videos? Bro, go through the boot camp. Go through Patrick Kenny's boot camps. Yeah. Guys, I want to do more of this. But I'm the type of person, I will only give if you want. One thing I've learned about this industry and I've learned about people, not everybody splashing in the sea is drowning. I'll say it again. Not everybody splashing in the sea is drowning. That means not everybody wants the help. So I want to do this for people that want the help. So I'm not begging. I'm not going to help no one unless you want the help. So if you say you want the help, I'm going to do more of these. I might do every 2 weeks. I want to make sure I give you value. All right? Guys, I hope you've loved it. Thank you. First time joining, I would definitely want more of it. Wow. Guys, I'm again, if you can drop my YouTube link, I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So you guys can watch this. You guys can watch this. All right. You guys can watch this and record it and practice. Guys, I love you. Have a great rest of your evening. Again, for me, if you're on Team Excel, meet the mentor on Friday, 7 p.m. If you've never met me before, let's have a conversation. Let's make money together. You guys take care. God bless.